Bitcoin gave you the very first money that you can own, that can exist online, and that you can send digitally. That was a huge innovation in the world that many people don't realize how important it is yet. While many people might be purchasing Bitcoin because they're speculating, the people in Cyprus, when their banking system collapsed and they lost all their money, needed Bitcoin. The people in Greece, when the ATMs said that you can no longer withdraw cash, needed Bitcoin. The people in India, when the government said, we're making this type of cash illegal and you need to go to put your entire life savings in a bag and queue outside a bank and risk losing your life because people are trying to steal your life savings that you've put in a bag and you're queuing outside a bank to put in, needed Bitcoin. The people that are in Mexico, when Donald Trump became president, and because of that, it ruined the relationship between Mexico and America, because he made it very clear what he was going to do. And they lost 25% of the value of their life savings, needed Bitcoin. And so what people don't realize right now is you may not realize you need Bitcoin yet, but you will realize that. And your job is to learn how to own your own money so that when you need to own your own money, you can. Because the second two things you need to understand are why you will need it. And so the first force, just to make that very clearly, when you deposit your money at a bank, the bank becomes the legal owner of your money. When you own Bitcoin, you own that money.
Like you own your own money. Yeah, sounds good.
You own your own money. And so the second force to understand is that when the bank owns that money, they spend it as they wish. Now, many people are like, well, when I log into my online banking, the money's there. It's not. It's a digital representation of the money you think
Nothing
you
is
have.
real.
Yes. Until you withdraw it as cash, it is not yours, and it is not real money at that point. So firstly, to recap, if you deposit your money at a bank, they own it. They are the legal owners. They also spend it. With Bitcoin, you own it and you spend it. The final thing is the monetary policy. Now, this is an extremely complex subject for many people find very hard to understand. But let me tell you some very simple concepts of how to do it, how to understand this. Your money, how is it actually created? How is digital currency that the banks create actually created? Well, I already said, every time they issue a loan, new money is created. Every time you repay that loan, that digital currency is destroyed. It's kind of like if you're a crypto person, it's like creating and burning a token. Yeah, that's how digital currency is created. But you have to have a banking license in order to create it. But the problem with that money is it means that all digital currency, money that you know as the digital yuan or the digital dollar or the digital Singapore dollar, is backed by debt. And because it's backed by debt, it means everybody needs to go into debt in order for the money to exist. So what that means is that if you have a positive balance in your online banking, somebody else has a negative balance, which means somebody has to go in debt for your money to exist. And that creates a very, very systemic problem in the financial system. Bitcoin Pizza Guy is the person that looks back and said, I spent 10,000 Bitcoins on 2 pizzas. And he looks back and realizes that was a $70 million pizza or whatever it was at the current price. And everybody, if they spend Bitcoin, is Bitcoin Pizza Guy. Now, I spend Bitcoin because I believe in the mission. I have another agenda, which is to get Bitcoin out to as many people as possible, to experience what it's like to own your own money, spend your own money, and be involved in a monetary policy that rewards you for savings rather than debt. So, I do spend those. But what happens is people they move towards saving things that they think are going to go up in value and spending things they think are going to go down in value. And this is why fiat currency and cryptocurrency are great partners, because you need money that the government is pushing down in value all the time, because that encourages you to spend it, stimulate the economy, and work on the country's agenda. But you don't want to do that with your savings, because that's a very dumb game. With your savings, you're trying to put it in places which you think are going to go up in value. And what Bitcoin has proven is that it's created a counter economy that exists outside of the traditional financial system that gives people options and protections away from political agendas that might not suit your individual.